But currently I'm not that much of capable in scripting. That's why I have joined here. I have joined this demo. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Sudhir. Jose, Jose Antonio. Okay. Karan, Sher Singh.
Hey everyone, this side is Share. Currently, I'm working as a service desk agent and use ServiceNow ITSM in day-to-day life or in office. So just want to get involved in development side of this ServiceNow. That's why I have enrolled in the scripting workshop.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Teja.
Hi everyone, good evening. Yeah, myself Teja. I'm having overall around 4+ years of experience into IT. I'm working as a ServiceNow developer. Currently, I'm working on ITSM module. I just joined this demo because I want to upskill my career into. I want to learn a new module that is CMDB. So just and just enrolling this demo to get more insights about CMDB.
Okay. Lakshmi.
Hi, I am currently working as an Archer developer. So I just want to go for the transition from Archer to ServiceNow. So I'm interested in learning.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshmi. Priyanka.
Hi, I have been working in ServiceNow for past 3 years. So I know the concepts, but I don't know the real world scenarios by using the scriptings. So
Okay.
I need to learn that. So I joined the demo session.
Okay. Thank you. Amar.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, myself Amarnath. I'm currently working as a Angular developer. Recently, I have upskilled ITSM module. Here, I need like I have joined for more information to know about service. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Akshay. Yashwant.
Uh, I'm S1. I'm having around 3 years of experience. Uh, I already know ITSM, but I just want to know about uh, whether you are teaching only just basic or advanced service now. And also, I'm confused about what projects I need to put in my resume. So I need to get more information in this model, this
Okay.
demo.
Thank you, Yashwant. Paras. Abuzar Alam. Faisal. Lee. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So basically, this training is scripting specific. Intensive scripting will be there in all the topics. Let me share my screen. So before that, I just want to know, do you guys know how to create user, how to create tables? These are the things known to everyone because most of
Oh,
you have worked as a ServiceNow developer admin part. So do you know these things, basics?
Yes.
no.
Yeah,
Any,
I know.
okay,
So now,
anyone who doesn't know,
I don't know.
Okay, can
Even
you
I
raise
don't.
hand?
I also don't know.
Please hail,
I also don't know.
hand raise, please. That will give an idea to those who don't know. Okay, so 4 people are there who doesn't know.
Sorry,
Okay,
I just missed that question. Can you please repeat
a
the question?
question is, do you guys know how to create users? Do you know how to create tables? Basic things, you know?
Got it. I know that.
You know that. Okay, so I know 4 people don't know. Okay, so basically, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, for the time being, ignore this days. Okay, so first topic, you can see second topic and third topic. These 4 topics, you can see these are admin. Only for those, I mean, these are the 4 topics which are admin. Rest, whatever you can see after this 5 are all scripting specific. Okay. In each of the component, wherever you say, for example, client-side scripting, you can see get reference, glide ajax, UI action client-side, or server-side scripting, all the APIs. Everywhere I'm using scripting, all will be the real-time use cases because I am not only a trainer, I also I mean, a custom application specialist. So whatever the use cases in the real time I have worked in my projects, all of the things I will include in this training. Okay. The skill set that I will provide you in terms of uh, development, that will be, it will start from zero and it will have 6 to 7 years of experience. Okay. Even if you are having zero experience, you don't know anything about ServiceNow, after completing this training, it will be you are having 6 to 7 years of experience. That skill set I will provide you. Now, these are the topics. For each and every topic, there will be an assignment provided. I will take up the use cases from zero, the very beginning level, to the scripting advanced use cases. I will be providing you the notes for each of the scripting components starting from 5. Okay. I will be providing you the notes. There will be scripting snippets. Okay. So that you can also practice at home those use cases. Apart from that, assignments will be provided for each and every topic so that you can practice. Those assignments will be a real time assignments because I started my journey as a ServiceNow trainer, and there I used to provide multiple, corporate trainings. So I have a collection of all the use cases that I used in the corporates in the real time. Okay, and yes, apart from that, we will also have your project. So this is the topic that I will be covering up, and there will be a project also, real-time project that you can practice that will include practical use cases of all the topics that you will practice here. Okay. And there will be a CV, interview preparation session, CV, resume building, and all the things will be there so that you can, if you are working in ServiceNow, that will help you to work better. Or if you're planning to switch to ServiceNow domain, that will help you in the interview preparation. Any doubts, anything related to this topic list?
Oh no, man, it's clear.
Clear to
Ma'am,
everyone?
I have a doubt that
Hmm.
integration part will be added in this fully of
Yes,
scenario with everything.
integration is there.
I also have one doubt.
Hmm.
So does this training happens in the weekends also? And about the time, it's currently it's 7 to 8 in the evening. Can we push it by 1 or 2 hours? Because I think most of us has calls at this slot.
Okay, first of all, this is a 50 hours training. If I include the project, then 50 to 55 hours training. It is the longest module in ServiceNow, and it is the basic and fundamental one. So if I do the training in a weekend, it will take 6 months. That is the reason I will take in the weekdays, and it will be in the morning session. Because evening I have also a full-time job, so I cannot take up. So it will be in the morning session. Now, those timing detail you can confirm with Priya. Okay. Anything technical, anything related to the content, you can ask me.
So basically, we are planning to have this training alternate days for 1 hour. It can be extendable till 130 hours. Like we have a schedule for Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And during scripting, it will be, 1 hour, 30 minutes, because that requires a little bit more attention. So I can extend that time. Okay, anything
Yeah, I
related to
have one
topic?
question.
Sure.
You
The
said
class
like
is
we are
on.
going to cover 50 hours, right? What we are going to cover in these 50 hours? Is that ITSM included or not?
ITSM is included. You can see all the real-time use cases of ITSM I have covered. This is basically your development training. Admin and development. I won't say development entirely, because all this from 1 to 4, it is admin topic. So it is admin and development training. So here I will explain you all the concepts related to scripting. Okay. If you are not a scripting person, you are new to ServiceNow, no problem. I will teach you from the scratch. Okay. So
You mean to say
specifically
more into the scripting?
more into the scripting, because if you want to survive in ServiceNow,
Uh-huh.
be it any module, you need to know scripting. Even though you are an ITOM person, you need to know
Okay,
scripting, because that is a filter condition if you are going for an interview. Okay. The
got it.
first question that they ask you, that is, do you know scripting? They will ask you questions related to scripting. If you pass that round, then they will ask you what else you know apart from scripting. But if you are
Got it.
good in your domain, suppose you are good in
Uh-huh.
ITOM or you are good in GRC, Archer, anything, but you don't know scripting, in the filtering round itself, they will, eliminate that thing. So scripting is necessary nowadays. It is not a choice anymore.
Uh, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question related to table content?
Yes. I have a question. So, do we also learn UI Builder in this curriculum?
UI builder. No, UI builder is separate from the ServiceNow admin and development, because UI builder, they will work on workspaces, which has a separate configuration from ServiceNow native UI. This is native UI, and which has a different configuration. So if I also add UI builder, your already it is 55 hours course. It will extend to 70 something. But once you get the basic fundamental of this particular course, you can really understand each and every module. Because here I'm not explaining you, not only I'm explaining you the module, I'm also explaining you the basics of scripting. So after this training, you will be able to work on any project, standalone project also. Suppose when you are hired, they have given you one project, which is a custom application development. So you do not require any particular team with you. You can alone handle all the use cases, because we will be working on projects. That is a real-time project that I have worked on. Okay.
About the timelines, if we are doing this training alternate days, so are we planning to complete this training on by 3 months? Uh,
By 2 months. By 2 months, it will be done. Because initially it will be on alternate days, but later on When I start the scripting, server-side scripting, it will be on regular basis because already there is one batch going on. That is the reason it is alternate days. Once they are almost about end of the training, so once their batch is done, I will take up this particular training in every day. That is the reason I said, I mean, around 2 months you can take up, including
Okay.
projects.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So let me share with you something about ServiceNow. Do you, all of you are having idea about ServiceNow, or if there is anyone who doesn't know about ServiceNow, exactly new to ServiceNow? Is there anyone? So I assume everyone is having basic understanding of ServiceNow, right? What is ServiceNow, tables, this thing you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
Okay, so what we do here is I'm just giving you a demo, what we will be doing, okay, in this particular training. I'm just giving you a glimpse. Okay, so let's create a table. So type here table. Under system definition, you can see there is a table. Okay, so you can see total we are having 6,366 tables available. Okay, now out of which there is a different, classification of tables. For example, we have system tables, we have base table, code table. Okay, let me give you that classification. Okay. Can you see the notepad?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's discuss about I'm just giving you today the high level overview of the tables. So basically tables, it is a structure where all the records and columns are stored basically. So ServiceNow, if you talk about ServiceNow, everything in ServiceNow is in the form of tables and records. Okay. So we have four classification of tables. First one is your base tables. Base tables are those tables which cannot become child to any table. Okay, they cannot become child. They can be parent, but they cannot be child. Okay, all of you know about parent child thing, inheritance relationship. Do you know these things?
Yes.
All of you
No,
know?
ma'am.
Okay,
Not in
okay,
detail, but yeah.
okay. Let me give you a real time example. Inheritance means, uh, okay, suppose whatever the property your father is having, okay, by inheritance you are getting that, right? Because you are a son of your father or you are a child of your parent, you are getting this because of inheritance. Same thing applies here. If the parent table is having fields, okay, then child table will automatically have those fields because of inheritance. But vice versa is not true. That means whatever the property you will build from your job or from your assets or whatever assets you will build, your parents will not have that due to inheritance, right? Same thing here. If the child table is having their own fields, so parent table will not have that. So it comes parent to child, but vice versa is not true. Okay. So base table cannot become child to any table. It can become parent. Example are CMDB and task. These are two base tables. Code table are code tables are only those tables which can become child to base tables only. They cannot become child to any other table. For example, incident problem change. These are three tables which are used in ITSM. They become child to only base table, that is task. Similarly, CMDB CI and CMDB rel CI. These are two core tables which are child of CMDB. Okay. System tables. System table are those tables where there is a prefix for sys underscore. Okay. So in this three types of tables, you cannot create any record. These are out of box. When I say out of box means this is by default provided by ServiceNow. And you cannot create record in these three type of tables. So whenever you create a table, that is known as custom tables, okay, or user defined tables, and it starts with a prefix of u underscore. Is this classification clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Now let's see, we will create a table here. Okay. So what I will do, I will type here table. So under system definition, open the table. It's taking so much time. Okay. So already we have table. Already we have table here. Just click on new. Okay, so all the tables that I have explained you, system table, code table, base table, all the tables are stored in this particular table, which has a backend name sys underscore db underscore object. So if anybody asks you, whenever you create a table, where it gets stored here. Okay, so even the table that you will create by clicking on the new button, that will be also stored here. Okay, but that will be a user defined table, custom table. So there are two things. One you can see label, another one is called name. Label is for us basically. What is the label of that? And name is your internal name. So we create, this is the internal name of the table. Similarly, the table that I will create, that will also have an internal name. Why it is so slow? Let's give the name SnowLab twin. Okay, SnowLab space twin. This is the label I'm giving here. Just click outside. You can see it is starting with u underscore automatically. I mean, I cannot create a table in sys underscore system table. I cannot create. I cannot create a table in code table. I cannot create a base table. Only one thing that I can create here is u underscore. That is a user defined table. Now, if you want some fields in your table, you can extend it. Otherwise, let's create a table from scratch. Okay. So right now I'm not having anything. So if you see here in the incident table, okay, I'm just creating a replica. So if you give the name incident.do, I have given incident is the name of the table and .do will open a new form. I will have a auto number here. So what is this auto number? Now if you go here, incident dot two. You can see it is coming up this auto number, right? Similar functionality I also want in my custom table. So that is the reason I have given the auto number 2 here. And this is the prefix INC. So I don't want INC. So what I want is SnowLab. So after SnowLab, there will be 1,000 and total number of digits after prefix will be 7. Okay. And whenever you create a table, a role is also created. See, whenever I logged in as all of us, whenever we will logged in, we will be logged in as a system administrator. System administrator has access to everything. He can see any table, he can create any table, he can give role to anyone, he can do everything. It is a superpower. But anyone else, apart from admin person, if anyone else who want to see my table, need to have this role. Okay. So let's see, let's create the table first. Okay. So you can see here 7 fields are coming up. These are known as system fields. Now you can imagine this situation. I'm just explaining you in the layman terms. So we have 2 ways to create a table. Okay. One is from scratch. That's the thing that I have done right now. Another thing is extending it from any other table. Okay. Let's take the example. Suppose I want to purchase a home. Okay. I have 2 options. Either I purchase a plot, which is a scratch. Another one, I purchased a apartment. Okay. Now, if I am purchasing it from scratch, okay, in that case, everything will be mine. I mean, each and every material will be mine. For example, cement, your bricks, your window, door, AC, everything is mine, right? But if I purchase the builder floor, everything will be provided by the builder. Sometimes they also provide furnished apartments. Only thing is you have to come and live, right? So whenever we create a table from scratch, all the fields you need to create. And whenever you are creating a table by extending from another table, so your parent table will provide you the fields. Whenever you are extending, that means you are creating some table as a parent. Okay. Mostly we use task as our parent. So newly created table will have parent, which is task. So all the fields will come up from the task table. Now this is your choice whether you want to keep those or whether you want to keep or you do not want to keep. For example, suppose right now you are staying in a rented apartment. Okay, you have your own refrigerator, you have your own washing machine, you have your own TV. Okay, but whenever you are purchasing a builder flat, they are also providing you refrigerator, AC, and TV, and all those things. Now it is your choice, right? Whether you want to keep your rented things or you want to go ahead with the builder provided. That is your choice. But if you are creating, things from the scratch, everything will be yours. That is the only differentiating factor. Okay. So either you are, purchasing a flat or you are purchasing a plot. Few things are common. Can you tell me what are the things which are common? Whenever you are purchasing a flat, few things are common, right? Water supply. Water supply connection will be common, right? Then your electricity supply will be common. These are the things, right? Irrespective whether it is a plot or a flat, it will be common. Similarly, here also, your 7 system fields created by, updated by, update, SysID, and class. These are the 7 fields which are common, whether you create a table from scratch or you create a table by extending it with another table. What is the meaning of created? That means this table is created on which date? Created by who has created this table? Updated, it is last updated on which date? Who has updated this table? Updates. What are the updates of the table? That means what are the, I mean, how many time it got updated? It keeps a track of that. Then you have class. It belongs to which class? Then sys ID. Now sys ID is your basically unique identifier of any class table. So if I explain you what is a sys ID, it's basically your home registration number. Either you purchase a plot or you purchase a home or you purchase a builder floor, you will have a registration number, right? You will register your flat, right? So that is your unique identifier number. Now, sys ID is a 32-bit hexadecimal number. This is the example. 32-bit hexadecimal number, which is system generated, and it is a unique identifier for any table, or it is a unique identifier for any record. Is this concept clear?
Yeah.
I think I'm going very fast. Please do let me know where you're having any confusion or any doubts. Is this part clear? Types of tables? This is clear? Guys, I want an interactive session. If you are getting it, please say yes, otherwise say no.
I am clear.
Okay. And the ways you can create a table, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you create a table, either by any of these ways, you will get these 7 fields common. Is this part clear?
Yeah.
And what is a society? Because this is very important for ServiceNow. What is a society? This particular concept is clear.
So can I know the difference between updated by updated and updates?
Updated means on which date it was last modified. Last modified date is updated. Who has modified that last update or updated by? And this updates will keep a track of what are the different, how many times it has been modified. Suppose yesterday it was modified, today it was modified. So it keep a track of
Similar
all
to
those.
versioning kind of.
Version control. Update is same as version. Okay. So let me show you the table part. So these are the fields which have been created. Now go to the show form. You can see here, it is only showing, you can see here, it is only showing one field here. Okay, that is a number. Now, it is not showing me all the fields because generally system field we do not see. This is the form basically we give it the user to edit. Okay, and these fields are also known as system fields. As I mentioned here, these are 7 system fields. I will not allow customer to edit any of the system fields. I can bring this in the form, but it will be in the read-only format. So they cannot edit also. So this is the table where only one field is available, and this is the way I have created a table from scratch. Now all the fields I have to create here. Okay. Now, what are the different type of fields which are available in ServiceNow? Okay. First of all, you can see this type of field where there is a drop down option. This is known as choice field. Okay. This field, you can see the checkbox is there. This is known as true and false field, or you can also say it as a checkbox field. This field that you can see here, this is known as string field. This is also a string field, but its width is more than the width of this one. So width has been increased, but both of them are choice fields. Now next is we have date fields. These are date fields where you will have a calendar here. Okay, it will show the date. Okay. Now another type of field you have seen here. These are all magnifying glasses. These are known as reference field. Reference field is very important in ServiceNow. Okay. Suppose I am in an incident table, right? I am in one table. If you click on the reference field, it will open a user table. If you remember, I told you user table is your system tables. Okay. And incident is your code table. So code table has no relationship with system tables. They are all individual entities. Okay. They don't have relationship. There is no parent-child relationship here. They are individual. Okay. Now, but still, whenever I click here, I'm getting the data. So if you are in one table and you want data from another table, you can do so with the help of a reference field. All these magnifying glasses are known as reference field. Is this concept clear?
Yeah.
This is the foundation of ServiceNow. The reference field, society, this make your ServiceNow different from other systems. Now, another thing that I want to explain you, see, whenever there is a data, there is ServiceNow. Any company who holds the data or who is having the customer data, for example, any data centric company, for example, banks have data about customers. Okay, it is a data centric. ServiceNow is used. Then e-commerce applications, Swiggy, Zomato, they are also data centric. They use ServiceNow. Then any type of jewelry outlet, for example, Tanishq, which has outlets in India throughout, they also use ServiceNow. So any data centric application will use ServiceNow. Now, ServiceNow has an advantage over other data centric applications. For example, BMC Remedy, that is you need not have to know the database, because see, if I'm saying data centric, that means there will be a database. There will be database, there will be records inside the database. These are the things. So if you want to work with BMC or any other data centric application except ServiceNow, prerequisite is you should know SQL. Okay. But here ServiceNow has removed that thing. So anyone who is a non-techie or who has a logical understanding, but he doesn't know SQL Server, that person also can use ServiceNow. I'm showing you. Can you see this funnel? This funnel is known as condition builder. This funnel is known as condition builder. Okay. That means you need not have to write select star from which table and that particular query. Even you can also add complex queries. I'm giving you an example. For example, I want, list of all the records where active is true. That means show me the active records, right? So I will type here active is true and I will click on run button. So you can see initially it was 85. Now it has been reduced to 53. That means 53 records out of 85 records are active. Rest are inactive. Okay. Let's have some complex queries. Okay. Show me the records where active is true. Show me the active records and show me the records where category is hardware or category is inquiry or category is hardware and priority is critical or priority is high. So there are three filter condition here. First is active is true. Second is category is either inquiry or hardware. And third is priority is critical or high. I have given three filter condition. Okay. So here you should know the filter condition and on which table you want to apply the filter condition. That is only the thing that you should know. Rest, your query will be created by ServiceNow. As soon as I click on the run button, you see these are the breadcrumbs. Right click, copy query. If I paste the query here, this is the query which ServiceNow has created. So even if you don't know SQL, right, you can use ServiceNow Query Builder to create the query for you. So it doesn't matter you know SQL or not. You have to make use of this. You cannot write here in the ServiceNow, you cannot write select star from incident, that is a table name, where after you have to give the query. So this thing you need not have to write, whether you know or not. Only thing you have to make use of this. Is this concept clear?
Yeah.
Clear to everyone? I'm just getting one response only. Others are getting it or not? Everyone is silent. Please, if you are getting it, please respond. Okay. Akshay, your question? You have hand raised. Do you have any question, Akshay? Okay. Now let's create fields in the table that we have created. Okay. Now we don't have fields here. It is an empty table with one field only. So right click here, configure form layout. So we can create multiple fields here. So once we create the field, we can apply the business logic. That is a scripting that we can apply here. So first is your first name. I want it to be string. Then is your last name. String. I can have choice field in the form of a gender, which will be a choice. Okay. Add. Then I have date field, for example, to date, which is a date field, and from date. These are the fields we can add. Then we can have manager information. Now manager is a user, right? So it will be a reference field because I am in the custom table, SnowLab training, I'm in that table. And I want information about my manager. All the manager information, or manager is a user, right? So all the user information is stored in the user table. So I have to create a reference field here, which will refer to user table. The backend name of user table is sys underscore user. We just simply have to select this, add, and click on save. Close. You can see I have created string fields. This is a choice field. These are the date fields, and this is a reference field. Okay. Any user I can select from it. So once the table structure is done, then we can use the business application. For example, on the basis of whichever some of the use cases I'm telling you, if the caller is major incident, okay, or if the caller is suppose Ionica user, form should not get submitted. This is one of the use case of the scripting. Then if category is software, okay, if category changes from inquiry to software, a priority should be critical. This is also another use case. Then on the basis of category and subcategory, assignment group should be populated. This is also again another use case. Okay. Whichever user you will select in the assignment group, accordingly, assigned to will be populated. For example, if you have selected here incident group, all the users of incident group will be selected. Right now, we don't have any user in the incident group. For example, if you select here help desk. Okay, help desk also we don't have. Suppose I select database here. So users of database, whichever group you have selected, that group's user should be shown here. This is also one of the use case of that requires scripting in ServiceNow. That's all about today's session. Now, any doubts that you want to ask?
Hello.
Yes, hi Teja.
Yeah, just want to check this course covers total ITSM module, right? Which doesn't cover CMDB core concepts.
CMDB is included here. Core concept, yes. Only conceptually it is included here. I also take ITOM training as well. There, ITOM and CMDB in detail it is covered.
Okay, that is the different demo you are going to provide.
That is a different one.
Okay. Thank you.
So do you cover flow designer as well?
Yes, if you see here, sharing the screen again. Yeah, you see, flow designer is also mentioned in file. This one, flow designer.
Okay.
Line number 12. Flow designer, integration, service catalog, schedule job, import, export, event and notification, ACL, SLA, client side and server side scripting in details, reports, portal, incident problem, change management and CMDB. All the use cases I will cover. Then after that, there will be a project, real-time project.
Ma'am, have a question. Like when you say real-time project, can we portray that as a real-time experience when we are in an interview? Like we work in healthcare domain, banking domain. Can we
Yes,
relate to it?
yes, you can. You can. Because the project that I will be providing you, previously I have worked with ServiceNow directly. So I've created projects there only. So it is a vendor and order management module. Similar type of thing you can also create in healthcare domain. That is also possible. If you change the business use case, okay, you know how healthcare industry works, right? What are the forms are there? What are the tables are there? What are the business logic they have implemented? If you provide me that business logic also, I can convert that into a project, and I can also, I mean, you can also add this in your CV. For example, if you are talking about hospital, right? In the hospital, which is an itself a application, there are multiple tables, and each tables there will be fields, there will be data, there will be business logic as well. Patients record, doctors, then your equipments, all the things they have a table, right? So my project is related to the vendors and the order that we get in the industry, because ServiceNow at that time was doing that. So I had that particular project that I did. So that particular project from scratch I have done. Same project I have included in my training. If you use that particular project, yeah, you can apply in the CV and you can get a job. I also got job now because of that particular project.
Thank you.
This is a real time project training and it's a job driven training. It is not typical theoretical training. It is not typical theoretical training. I do not provide theory training because I am myself a developer, a consultant. So nobody asks theory. Just interview questions they will ask you, but nobody will ask you theory. They will ask you to share your screen. They will give you the business use case and they will ask you to write the script. So most important part here to clear the first round, which is a scripting round. After scripting round, they will ask you, okay, what are the projects you have done? What are the modules you know? Then they will come to that. And this this particular training is all about the first round, mostly the first round, which is the scripting base. So I give more emphasis